And I have returned. Welcome back. For those of you watching the VODs on YouTube, hello again. Do all the social stuff below the video, etc., etc. We left off with a power situation. Now that I have set up mining for all the things, I need a little bit more power. Just a little bit more power. Well, the easy solution is to do that. Cannot build on water. Apparently, we cannot build on water, so one whole tile down for that. But I sort of need all of those steam engines, and that's where we're gonna run into some problems. This does actually take steel gear wheels, which I have a few of those made. Let's not keep that many on hand. So I have a few steel gear wheels, just so we're clear on that. I do need more steel. As actual steel, so I am going to steal some steel. I guess I also may need to steal some iron. What did I just grab? I don't know. 2, 3, 6. That's half of what I need. I need more iron. I need lots more iron. Hey, who's got some steel and some iron for me? There we go. That's okay for this moment in time. I will need to start actually automating those bearings and stuffs so that I can get these, yeah, the bearings and the pipe along with the steam engine itself at Mark 1. Yeah, that gets me into that whole concept of the intermediates here in Bob's Angels. The bearings. In order to make the bearings, you need ball bearings as well. Yeah, you can see how it's making these ball bearings into bearings. That's always been like one of the main things I've not enjoyed making. Just because the throughputs are insane. Generally. I don't want you there. No, I don't want you there. Please stop, nanobots. Nanobots, you're nice, but sometimes you're a little stupid. Sometimes a little bit off kilter. So that should theoretically be a solving of a major problem. If I had inserters. Inserters? Where do they live? Here. Enjoy some inserters. Oh yeah, and pipe. I need this to have water. Whoops. Water. I need the water. I need a thingy. You. Hi. Have some water. Operate for me. Thank you. That solves my power problem for the moment. That's the equivalent of adding like 12 of the regular doohickeys. Also, are you all Mark IIs? No, you are not. Now you are. Yay. Stuff. Okay, that solves the immediate issue of more power, but I need an actual, like, real solution to power, but it's not gonna happen for a little bit of time. I think what I'll end up doing is just, right now, setting up the very slow trickle of additional boilers and steam engines here in the mall. So, yeah, I'm going to need a few things. Just a few of these things. Ugh, the charging stations. Am I even making those right now? Oh, hey, they need plates. Iron plates, and somehow I'm not actually requesting iron plates from this location. Why you know iron plated this stuff. Have some iron plates. I've got a lot sitting in here in this chest. That will make some remote charging stations. Just like I have a whole bunch of logistic zone expanders. Oh hey, more thingies. I want thingies. Thingies are great. I like thingies. And I need more of the like upgraded versions of assembling machines, but I think I was handcrafting those. Needs iron. Needs a whole bunch of iron. Needs more iron. More iron. More and more and more of the iron. Let's go. Place all of this shenaniganry, or whole, as much as I can of this shenaniganry. 4 short. Oh well. Okay. The steel intermediates. Yeah. Where do those even live? Here. Steel bearings into steel, which require into the actual bearings. The ball bearings from steel plate, and then steel plate plus ball bearings. Actually, I guess it's better to just request from here all of the things. Steel, glorious steel, glorious steel. Here, have some gear wheels. Have a few of these gear wheels. Yes, take all of those. You can have all that, or that. There you go. And that will be the steel bearings for me. I want the ball bearing limited, because that doesn't really get used as ball bearings. That gets used as bearings. Then I can go over and start the automation on the boilers, the boiler 2s, the steam engines, and the steam engine 2s. And I think I will need some steel pipe as well. That's not steel. That is very, very, very specifically not steel. That's steel. There we go. Go ahead and limit that chest to just a few stacks, and you to also a few stacks, because that's going to use so much stuff in the end. This is more stuff, so I'm just going to do that initial request there, and then do that for what I can to get all of the things requested. Same thing here, do that request with that added to it, to just add a little bit more. And that, as they say, should be that. Now, realistically speaking, this produces so much stuff with the amount of input that one should realistically just do that. Like this isn't. Yeah, just throw all the bearings into the steel bearings. That's that. That's how you handle it. Ay. Anyway. Just add steel. Just add steel. And I have the bearings. And this is steel pipe with steel plate and boilers. This is furnaces and furnaces. Right, I need the furnaces. Where are the regular thingies? You. I need a thing making stuff. I need a thing making furnaces. Standard old stone furnaces out of stone. Here. Make me things! Make me beautiful, glorious things! Like so. I need inserters to insert. Let's go get some inserters to insert. I have them in the belt base mall. Right up here. I give inserters, thanks. Also give undergrounds, all of them, and a bunch more belt, thanks. Okay, we are ready to continue here with this mall setup. There's all of that stuff. I need to actually grab those to get that placement done. I don't need that there. Do need that, though. That should be good for this moment in time. Crushing! It would be nice to have my crushers getting made. Getting automated. So let's go ahead and start that process of getting these guys automated. Now, I need to actually bring down my clay bricks now to truly fully automate these. Limit these chests considerably. Maybe not that one as much, but yep, there we go. Go ahead and Shift-C, get rid of some of the other stuff in my inventory. And yeah, this is definitely going to need the... Hi! Hello, Ollie. Welcome. Definitely gonna need the clay bricks. You need that request. Thank you. Special delivery. Hello, Ollie. How's my Ollie? The kittens are energetic right now. They've had their food, I imagine. So, energetic. Hi. You're looking at... What are you looking at? What you looking at, Ollie? How's the Ollie? How's the Ollie today? Yes, how's that Ollie? Feeling naughty? Is he feeling naughty? Just don't climb my green screen, okay? And don't bring down the light above you. Just don't go after that. Don't go after it, please. That would be not pleasant. Not pleasant of an experience. For me. For everyone else, I'm sure it'd be hilarious, but not pleasant for me. Ah, good. You are now doing the... You're now doing the carbon. Cool. I can see just how effective/ineffective this setup actually is once that fills up with the carbon to void stuff to make sulfuric acid. Let us go. Have a really long belt going up to my clay bricks so I can actually have them provided here on the network. Gee, wouldn't this be a great idea to have a train station? No, nah, well, who would have trains doing this trivial thing? I will eventually have trains for a real setup. But this isn't real. This isn't real, this is bootstrap. Like, just get it done. Just get it done. That's all I care about right now. I need to get the stuff from here now down to here. And I'm not going to be tapping into these patches, like, at all. Really, not anymore. I may have to tap into that gas though, so let's not build over those gas wells. That's the one thing, is those stupid gas wells. I have not seen any spawn in thus far. Alright, hello. All of the stuff, yes, so many clay bricks. Speaking of which, gas wells? Thermal water? Hey! There's some thermal water. Found some thermal water. Found a freaking ton of oil. Oil. Lot of oil. Lot of oil. Where's the gas? Like, seriously. Where is the gas? I've got no gas wells at all among all the things near me. And that is still a lot of stuff. Why is that so much stuff? Maybe that got technically spawned? No, that shouldn't be. That should not be. That's too much stuff. Too much ore. Like, please respect my settings, RSO. Maybe this is still too much. 0.1. And then generate bigger values, more sparse. Yes, we'll make that 10. Actually, maybe 10 and 0.2 would be a little bit better. Now, it's going to give me, like, warnings. Yeah, warning. Region size changed. Dynamic size changes not supported. Recommend regenerating stuff. Yeah, I'm interested in changing the ore patches as they spawn in separately. That this will still impact the new resource generation. It's not going to affect the current map's resource generation. That's all that's really telling you. That you have to delete everything that currently exists and then redo it. To match the new settings. Because that does completely change the overall resource generation pattern going forward from here. But I'm okay with that. Those of you playing along probably not okay with that so much, but hey, whatever. Trying to match maps has never been a particularly consistent thing. Alright, I think we're somewhat good to go. This is waiting on gear wheels to happen, gear wheels to happen. You've got steel gear wheels. Hey, excellent. Gear wheels will give me crushers. So in order to actually do the crushing, which is the next thing I need to do, I need these crushers. So let's figure out something else to do for the next hour while waiting on crushers to happen. Jeez. So many things to worry about. I've got 20 iron per second. Can I like just make this completely clear? I have 20 per second of iron right now. It's nowhere near enough to build what I need to build, in particular because of the atrocious 8-to-1 ratio to make steel. That atrocious 8-to-1 to make steel, and most of my iron is being spent making steel right now. The rest is making gear wheels with a trickle of actual iron plates, and most of the gear wheels, yeah, they're getting used in science and making the belt stuff up here. Making belt. Speaking of science, the science should technically not be moving right now because I have, like, practically everything I need. And I can keep getting things, but why? Why? We can get advanced bronze smelting too. Woohoo! That I won't do yet because nickel is crystal catalyst. I'm not even remotely thinking about crystal catalyst right now. Like, practically none of this is of any use to me right now. The pump jack, too, nah, not not a thing that's necessary. I could make it, but again, steel. He's sleeping. He's snoring. He's snoring. And he's got his paw on the green screen. Both paws. With hooks. He's got his hooks in my green screen. Ah, holes. More holes in my green screen. Oh yeah, that one's good. I want these techs. These techs are actually good techs. These are the good techs. These are the better techs for the other stuff. Yeah, crystal slurry ceramic stuffs. And ceramic to sludge. Yeah, these are useful. But this is generally what I want to get into crystal slurry and the crystal catalysts. Yep, that is necessary, so I will pick up those. At the very least. The rest of this is like, do I really need you? No. Do I really need you eating more of my resources right now? No. But hey. Moving right along. I will need to have space. Space for all of this crushing. And there's no way around going on top of ore patches. Let's just make that completely clear right from the start. Right from the start here. There's just not going to be a world in which I can just completely dodge having to build on top of ore patches at some point. There's simply too many ore patches. I've made adjustments to reduce that, but we shall see. I've got a lot of space right in here to work with. I've got a lot of space in here to work with, a lot of space in here to work with, and down further in here, over here, up here. There's so much room. So much room. I need to crush 6 places. So, this is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Now, in my Crastorio playthrough, you may notice that this is my standard unit for my train stations. This is what I will use for this. I suppose I also, while I'm thinking about this, need to make the other petrochemical liquefiers. I need to make liquefiers as well as classifiers. Yes, liquefiers and classifiers. This will allow me to void the crushed stone that I'm going to get out of this crushing process. And this is just the crushing. This is not the sorting or the casting or any of that. This is just crushing. And our initial crushing is going to start actually with the Saphirite and Jivolite. And then I will be putting the sulfuric acid onto the network and doing the mineral catalysts and the iron ore sorting. And then the actual iron steel processing. Iron processing it with steel off of that. So this is technically multiple steps. This is going to end up being iron ingots, followed by also steel ingots, ingots, as well as then casting iron, casting steel, as all separate steps. Techs happened. I can technically unlock modules at some point, eventually, but nah, we're gonna leave it there for now. Okay, just this takes such a long time. Let's see, that's the first burner. Apparently I've made 3. Why things no go? Why things no go? Things need go. Things need go fast. I want things go fast. Things need go fast. Need go fast. I need fast. Need fast things. But so many things. Need things. Thus is Factorio. Lots of things need things. Welcome to Factorio. Anyway, I am going to, in this meanwhile, make these train stations. That, I think, is the best course of action for me to follow right now. So let's go ahead and do that. I am tempted in the meantime as well to do additional crushed ore casting for additional iron, and I think there's really no way around that, so I'm going to do that. I will do the crushed ore iron casting in furnaces to improve my iron coming into this whole area. That should solve many problems for me. Like, even if both of these are operating at max, I still need more. I still need faster stuff, and yeah, it's... The lack of iron here is the biggest bottleneck right now. Let's get into my vehicle with some stuff. This beautiful stuff. Let us get going and figure out a spot where I'm going to do this. So I have, like, all of this beautiful range right in here to do crushing, or up here. Lots of space. Lots of space. Now, there is a building method I can use that will help me to define the space I use. So, if I do this right here, I'll also need a bit of space either below or above, and then I want to scale to the right. So this is the easiest way to place this station down for me. In the alternative, I can go and place here and scale to the side, as well as have a just intersection off a sideline that goes like here as well, and of course scaling below the line. And I think that's what I will do for this. So I am going to have a... not that. That sounds like an awful idea. I'm going to have a train station. Well, I'm going to have a intersection first with straight rail segments, and then another intersection, and have a couple of train stations off the sides. So let me say that this is going to be here. And this is going to be a 4-way intersection with a U-turn there. I could put a U-turn here as well, but I think I'm going to have my mall train station, like, right in here somewhere. Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful plan. Goodbye, Ollie. Kill the trees. Kill all the trees! All the trees must die! Speaking of which, how much ammo do I have? Enough. Is the short answer. I have enough nanobot ammo. For now. Let us build. Build the stuff and the things! This is also close enough to my mall that I can just belt the outputs to my mall. You know, this whole bootstrap setup doing plates out of the crushed. Yeah, I can just shove iron straight to the mall off of this. Plans. Plans are awesome stuff. For this, will actually use this other thingy here. That is Accurat. Accurat. Yes, Accurat. Okay, so that's the thing that's broken here. There is a slight issue with the length. Ever so slight issue with the length. But I guess that can solve it. Just add an extra doohickey. This will be decrushed sap 1. As well as the supply for crushed Saphirite 1. R sap ore at crushed sap 1. And this is going to be our coal temp at crushed sap 1. And this is going to, of course, bring in coal to be used for stuff. Yes, stuff. Very specific. Stuff! For an extra iron for the moment, while I make the things to process the iron more efficiently. Yeah, efficiency. This will be bringing in my Saphirite. The trains shall flow. At this point. Let's get my car over here. Now, I have a few crushers already. Ore Crusher 1s. These are going to upgrade to Ore Crusher 2s. At some point. I do have a thingy. I do want the extra gap 1 on these, apparently. Eight. So 8 making crushed. I could have 10 to do a yellow belt at this mark level. Anyway, I have a very specific thingy. Somewhere I am doing this with other belt, aren't I? Am I not? I am, right here. It's mirrored. Wonderful. Wonderful, it's mirrored. I can live with this, actually. I can live with this mirrored. You... Wow, that's actually exact as I need it. Followed by... You... we go. Build me things. You are just taking forever, right? Yes. This is taking forever because of just the speed and just through limitations on these bulk rail unloaders for the moment. What I would need to pick up is upgrades to inserter capacity. So I actually need to pick up this tech, which gives +1 to stack inserter capacity. And then this tech gives +1 to stack inserter capacity. And this tech, which gives +1 to stack inserter capacity. Need those techs. Why? Because, well, bulk rail unloaders and bulk rail loaders are stuff. Those plates look different. Which plates? Which plates? Iron plates? Yes, we're using the artisanal reskins for angels, which does change how plates look. That is a thing that exists. So I need to deal with the crushed from the inserters I was looking at in the tech screen. Yeah, bronze. It's no longer toast because of artisanal reskins. It does change the icons for stuff. Changes the icons, yes, to be reasonable. Reasonable stuffs. Alright, I need to deal with how much? 12. 12 per second of things, making you make... Wait, it's not you, it's the liquefations needing to do mineralized water. So, one can do up to 15 per second of the crushed stone. One can do 15. I have 12 out of this, so there you go. This will need to be completely voided in a classifier, the classiest, or the clariest of clarifiers. Excuse me, not classified, clarified. Very different things, very different words. Clarify in the clarifier. Thank you so much for the clarification. Off we go. Gib power. And then Gib doohickeys. Doohickeys, the ore. The beautiful ore in. There we go. This is the initial build. This is not the final build by any stretch of the imagination. But hey, here we go. We've got crushed Saphirite. From here, temporarily, I am going to process this crushed directly into plates. I will, however, need to grab a bit of steel and apparently stone bricks to make additional stuff for my array, my casting array. So right next door, I will grab what I can of steel, as well as stone bricks. Yep, need more steel, need existent steel. Here, take some steel. Why are you... Oh, pipe. Right, iron pipe. Am I not doing iron pipe? No, I'm not. Wow, okay. Yeah, this guy, I need all of them. Every single one of them. Looks like I need a couple stacks of you and make all the things there. Well, alrighty then. Yeah, that with those instead. That can go away. That can stay. You, pipe, iron. Iron. The ironiest of iron. Gib stuffs. Now you can automate these. Hey, I've actually got a few ore crusher 2s. Nice. Nice. A few of them have been made. How about these guys? Yeah, a few of these guys have been made, which is great. With the exception, yeah, iron pipe. For those boilers. I'll be needing even more power soon. Get in the car. So we can continue to crush our Saphirite. And get stuff going. Alright, level 2 upgrade. Go. So 8 of these is absolutely able to process a full yellow belt. That should be the full 15 stone. Crushed stone to process here in the end. And this will make, it is a 1-to-1 30 crushed Saphirite to process. And 30 crushed Saphirite is going to need a few more than 27 of these. If I want to process all of it into stuff, it will need, 35, 36 total. Process that much into 20 iron plates. It's 18 each, pretty sure. So let's. Actually, I have a thing. I have an array. Array. Where are you? Yep, that's the array. Grab my array. I would like it going the opposite direction. For this array. If at all possible. Just barely possible, but sure. And I don't need the coal from there, I need the coal from there. I also need to upgrade all of these power poles to medium. You know what, get rid of all those ghosts before... Oops. For placing the new thingies. There you go. Okay, new thingies. This is relevant for steel in particular. Anytime you need to do 2 inserters on one side, you can do that with the medium power poles. I think this is... yeah, this is spacing right here. Oh, hey, we got a stack inserter capacity. Excellent. Or we got the stack inserter thingy, which will help to speed up the process considerably. Okay. Coal needs to come in. I need belt. Hey, belt. Let's have some belt. Thanks. Alright, coal, do your thing. And that will be additional iron for now. Some additional iron. The key here is that this is going to go straight to the mall and then get further processed. Temporary, but necessary, because I'm going to need resources to get resources. Essentially, that's all that this is about right now. Must have resources to get resources. I'll add it to this provider. And hey, we've got stuff, things, pipe being made as I get iron delivered to it. Yay. Speaking of, let's get additional setups for the making of gear wheels. Sounds like a plan. Glorious plan. More crushers! Wow, so many. I am shocked and excited about so many of those. Huh. Hey, and we got our boilers too. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, give me all those mining drills. I could use those. I could definitely use those. We are crushing Saphirite, technically, although it's not being provided onto my network quite yet. I will need to do the same thing with Jivolite. That will be what happens right in here. Right across the way. I then need to figure out a location where I will begin the actual sorting and processing of this, but first comes getting this done at scale. That's the initial thing that I need to do. I need to get this at scale. So I'm going to need all of that automated too. Let us continue building out this mall, shall we? I am using the slower of the buildings, but hey, it matters not. Okay, I want you to build for me these, as well as... Yes, I would like electric boilers. I would like to have the chemical plants, the air filters. I have the assembling machines. Well, I have the basically everything now. I could use the Jax tank and the flare stack. Wherever those exist. The Jax tank and the flare stack. Okay, the rest would be merely planning for the future at this point. Valves are good. I like valves. And then inserters. And then there were inserters. Yes, inserters. I need the inserters for insertion. If I had bronze, I could get fast inserters, as well as the stacked inserters, but I don't, so I can't. Now I'll go ahead and get the holes here, I guess, on the network. These share stuff, right? Yeah. That makes sense. These... and this... and this... and this... They share stuff? Yes, they do. It's just the bibs that are different. And you there, and you there. They have some stuff that they share. Interesting. So that should be just about everything I need. At Mark 1, granted, to get into purified water with clarifiers, right? I did put clarifiers, right? clarifiers? Yes, I have clarifiers. And I have all the pipe. I think the only thing I don't have are the deep water wells in here. Yeah, I don't have the deep water wells, so let me go and start tacking on even more of all of this. Ugh, stuff. Things. I need the things. I have a need. A need for stuff. Base things, thank you. You. What was I doing? I was doing the glorious, beautiful doohickeys. Offshore pump, where are you in here? There. Go ahead and get that all requested. This should be similar stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Gears, pipes. Yeah, this is fine. I want all the things, but we'll put some limitations on there. I will put limitations on that as well as that, and these, and these, and these. Some limitations, anyway. Don't want limits here. Have that limited. Even have that limited, wow, alright. Tanks, yeah, tanks can limit. I think that's everything with some amount of limits that I want limits on. Okay. That is additional automation. Alright, let's get the assembling machines. Let's get these assembling machines going. The ideal bottleneck now is going to be the steel, just so we're clear on that. Since I am getting much more iron than I was before, I know what you can be. You can be these. And I want all of them. As many as you can possibly make of these steel metal mixing furnaces. That would be most ideal of you to give me all of it. All of it. Use all my steel. Make the stuff out of it. This is, yeah, consuming everything that is coming in on this iron. It eats it all. This mall. It eats everything. I apparently am continuing to make robots, but I don't need more robots right now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off its supply of the steel after this next delivery here. And force some other things to get made. Like these guys. I want more of these guys. Quickly. Very quickly. Oh hey, it's my stuffs. It's my power poles. They're getting made right now. So, yeah, I have vastly expanded my base today. Just to reiterate, we have about half an hour left in today's stream. And I did a lot by comparison to a normal stream. Just in comparison. So I now have all of the 7 mineable resources here, the mineable ores, all getting mined. And we've begun actually processing the Saphirite into stuff. This should be moving a lot faster now by comparison to previously, now that I have a couple of those stack inserter techs happening in the bucket and done. And yes, it is noticeably faster. Okay, let's crush Jivolite, I guess. That's the next item on the agenda. While, of course, waiting for buildings to build. Let's get this done. That is next on my agenda. And this will be a real crushing build this time around, as opposed to that other one, which has a bit of extra stuff that's going to get completely deleted as we go along. Oh, I apparently don't have regular train stops? Okay. Well, good thing we're close by. Right next to the mall. Give regular train stops, please. I suppose I could request these in my logistics requests. I have picked up... Have I not picked up... What is the vanilla tech I'm looking for? It should be the prereq. Yeah, I have to pick up logistic robotics in order for me to not worry about having a logistic personal request anymore. Because right now, the way that the game is functioning is not that ideal. Essentially, whenever a mod gets updated right now, until I manage to pick up that specific tech of logistics system, which, as you may have noticed, is blocked by chemical science for the advanced oil processing. Until I get that, every single time a mod is updated, the entirety of the list of personal logistics will die. It will completely delete itself, meaning I will have to use a mod to import and export personal logistics as strings. I don't feel like doing that quite yet, to be completely honest. Oh, I apparently need more medium electric power poles while I'm at it. Maybe I should pay more attention to these things, as well as more belt. That's what I'm not doing on my mall yet. Belt! I am doing these, though. What good that is for being made. Speaking of which, I probably have all of this line of stuff being made now. Not quite. I don't have the nanobot ammo getting made. I have this stuff, so I can just delete, basically, all of this for now. That's going to use up all of my inventory space, isn't it? Most of it, anyway. Here, grab those. Whoops. That's a few too much. Too many. Now, do I want the mining drills? No. Do I want the assembling machines? No. These, yes. But it's all backed up. It doesn't matter anymore on that. And this, of course, is a big puller of stuffs. I have so much stuff in my inventory. Let's offload some of this into vehicle. I may switch over to the other vehicle, by the way. I have this crawler vehicle that I can also use. Yeah, let's throw in in these. 2 stacks of stuff. Throw that in. Throw... guess I don't even need the burner mining drills anymore. Yeah, just give me a little bit more space for belt. I could actually use the inventory text. Where's my inventory text? Have I already taken them? I have already taken them. Huzzah. I think. Let's just double check to see that. Yes, I have already taken them. Wow. Alright. Thanks so much, game. I could use more of these as well. So, I haven't really talked about what's been going on lately over the course of this entire stream. The big news is just that I'm not going to be streaming these next 4 regularly scheduled stream days on the 11th, 13th, 15th, and 18th. So that's the big thing. This is the last stream for a little while. Wanted to get as much progression as I possibly could in today, and I think I've been somewhat successful at getting progress made here in Space Angels. But what have I been doing outside of recording a ton of Factorio lately? Yesterday recorded 7 videos, as I said at the beginning of this particular stream. Well, I have been doing what I have been continuing to do for a little bit of time, and that is playing Genshin Impact in basically all of my free time. That is a free... we can use some... it is free with a cash shop, which on the surface of it seems rather insidious until you realize this game doesn't have any PvP in it. So it's like, well, so much for paying for power when it doesn't have any use for that power. Sure, you can pay to make the game easier for yourself. Huh. Why exactly would one do that? Exactly. But yeah, I don't have a problem with the monetization system at all in the game. It is very generous with what it gives you for free. I want to just always make note of that. It is generous with what it gives you. I am here to grab these. Also get rid of those actual furnaces, Liz. And I've been having a good time with it. In fact, just this morning I picked up a character just from my daily rewards, daily free rewards. Just got into, just did a pull on a wish and got a new character that is one of the top tier type of characters that you can use right now. Not a rare one. I have yet to get a 5-star rare anything from any of the wishes. There is a guaranteed 5-star rare after 90 pulls. 90 wishes. Always guaranteed there, and it's every 10 wishes on the 4 stars. I've been slightly lucky on most of my 4 stars to get it just under 10, actually, on the rolls. The game has a browser page built in that shows you the history of everything that you've gotten through their wish system, gacha system. And that is useful. That lets you see how the system is working for you. But I've got a whole bunch of 4-star characters now, and it's been nice, but most of them have been somewhat trashy. Which is why I am very, very excited to have finally pulled a Fischl. That's the character, however the heck you pronounce her name. Like, oh yes, finally, an archer that's not Amber. Like, yay! About time. Also a useful electro user. Like, really? Really. I've been wishing for this for a long time. Anyway, this is going to supply crushed Jiv. The first, you are going to request Jiv for 1. Not 1, excuse me. Jiv for at crushed Jiv 1. There you go. That's your name. You're going to bring me the Jiv. Bring me the Jivolite. Or... And this is going to look a lot like this up here. In the end. In the very end. But we need to get there. Let's see how close we can get to the end here. Alright, place down what's missing. There you go. Little bit more iron. Temporary iron. And I want this exact thing right here. That's going in a blueprint book, or in my blueprints for right now, because that is essentially processing of a yellow belt of stuff from ore into crushed for me. It's got the voiding as well, but that doesn't actually matter as much. Actually, I want it mirrored, but oh well. We'll build here, I guess. Go ahead, place all these things. It's a lot of splitters, I know. Very painful, the number of splitters here. I do need to change a few things about this, though. I need to change this from crushed Saphirite to crushed Jivolite. And I need to change the recipe and update it. In the alternative, what I could do to make this a little bit more of a utility type thing, instead of having this blueprint I just made here, I can delete this and add all of the crushed variants. Well, 5 of the 6 crushed variants. That's... bleh. I guess I don't need the Saphirite anymore for the remainder of this. And the Bobonium, yeah, and then I can just do that across the board. And clear the recipe on these, and then copy that and have that as my blueprint. Do I want any additional tech right now? Nah. Nah, I think I'm good. I think I'm okay. Let's use our resources more wisely and not have a whole bunch of science being made when I don't necessarily need it. Hello, train. I don't actually have 30 Jiv, by the way. I have 15 per second, so this will not be fully reflective of my output and such. Of course, this is going to then get loaded onto another train. Oh. I guess I need to load the Saphirite onto a train as well. The crushed Saph. Speaking of which, that's the Jiv crushing. Repeat this 4 more times for all the other stuff. Let's see. Coal on me? Yes, good. You are crushed Jiv. S to the depot up here. D crushed Jiv 1. There we go. You there. D crushed Jiv 1. Full cargo to circuit condition. You can do a thing. You are not going to be filling up completely with that. You are going to focus on just the single line of stuff. I can now add crushed Jivolite to the thing. That's crushed Jiv, by the way. Our next order of business is getting into those mineral catalysts so I can do individual ore sorting for iron. Iron being the #1 most important thing that I need right now. Iron and steel. So that is what I shall focus on producing. And up here, I'm going to do this with an output priority left for this moment in time. Once it's no longer needed, I will allow it to do stuff and things outside of this to actually load the train. There you go. And the train can get added with some fuel. I did name this. Did I name these? Yes, I did. Good. Crushed Saph. Supply to depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Do the thing. Limit to 1 or 2. Doesn't really matter at this point. And that, as they say, is that. I want to automate some stuff now. There is one more thing I want, and that is these guys. I want them. I want all of them. All of the radar will be mine. Just double check I'm not already doing radars. That's a key thing that can happen. Hey, buddy, give me those assembling machines. That would be great of you. I would love more assembling machines here, and you can do 2 stacks total. You can only hold 1. That would be ideal. You, I want everything, but I guess I'd be okay with 1 of you, and just 100 of you is fine. How about you? I've almost got all the liquefiers on the planet. Good. Very, very good. So, this thing. This thing is very temporary. This is what I'm working on next to get a consistent supply of sulfuric acid to make my wonderful stuff known as the mineral catalysts. I will be converting coal into coke, into sulfuric acid. A single unit of this, quote-unquote unit of this, makes something like 100 sulfuric acid per second, or it's 100 wastewater getting processed into sulfuric acid, whatever that ratio is of wastewater into acid. So, math. Hellmod, you do math. I want sulfuric acid. And I get sulfuric acid out of sulfur dioxide as well as purified water. The sulfur dioxide will come out of sulfur. The sulfur will come out of the sulfuric waste water. Which is... And I wish this methane sulfur existed. Like, I wish this was a thing that was actually... there was a way to get this, but there's not. There's no way to get this. It is extremely, incredibly frustrating that it doesn't actually exist. I would love it. I would love it so much. This would be the best, the best recipe to not have to do this whole shenaniganry. I consider this like borderline psychotic shenaniganry to do it this way. But you know what? Sure. This will work. It will work. Where is this anyway? I'm looking for sulfur. Where even is that recipe? That is the recipe I am looking for. And I am going to get the sulfuric wastewater out of clean coke. Oh boy. quote-unquote clean coke. How much sulfuric acid do I want? Let's go big and see what this entails. 50 coal per second is reasonable. This is well within reason. You're doing chem plants, please. For those, yes, liquefier makes complete sense. 25 ore crusher 2s, 134 liquefiers, 25 hydro plants, and 49 chem plants to do 1,000 sulfuric acid per second. I like it. I mean, I don't know about you, but I like it. I like this. Also, it's a pretty consistent up to 100 coke per second. Like, that is pretty mental as a way of getting coke as well, as long as I am consuming the sulfuric acid. There's another trick. There is yet another trick here, and that is that, yeah, I can totally void sulfuric acid as well at the end of this. I can totally void it and force the whole thing to constantly move. It will force it to always move. The only bit of an issue would be that I'm then not forcing the production of carbon at all in this, so I can end up being carbon starved if I'm using too much coke, and I would have to like reprioritize movement of coke into carbon. But that's what actual dedicated carbon and coke builds are for. Like, let's be completely honest. That's what those dedicated builds are for. This is more like making some use of byproducts over having any one of these be a major producer of anything that I count on the production of. I would count on the production of coke if I also void the sulfuric. I would count on the 100 coke. I would not be able to count on the carbon / carbon monoxide. It's good to have the carbon and carbon monoxide. That's good to have. But this is not a place where I would dedicate production of this. I would have a separate location that is actually processing coke into carbon and carbon monoxide. That stops when those things are full, right? That's what I would have, is a separate thing that's dedicated for these. I'm going to build this. I am totally going to build this. Now, in Helmod here, this isn't going to tell me in this production block what I need to do to process the 100 coke that I'm getting. I would need to add a production block onto this and be like, carbon, hey, I'm going to make you out of that, and you are going to be a linked block, linked ingredient input block that should absolutely tell me that for my 100 coke with 1500 steam, I would get 150 carbon. Now, this steam, of course, can be obtained via... What in the world? Oh, wrong thing. This thing. Out of electric boilers. Why no electric boiler? Is there another thing for the electric boiler steam? Yes, there is. It is a completely separate thing because it actually performs a recipe. Sure. And the purified water, I think, is a setting in either Angels or Bob's. I think it's Angels, where you have the option to completely get rid of the concept of there being a water that is a dirty water that you filter and have purified water. I think that's a thing, that's a setting to have a look at. So why are you not using this? Because again, we are on ingredient input, and it doesn't work that way. If I want the steam, I have to add the steam as a separate linked block. I thought. Screw you, Helmut. I am very tired of you. I am very tired of you and your existence. So that will get processed into carbon monoxide. I don't think I can do this in this same... I can actually do this. Wow, that is a lot of carbon monoxide that you produce. Hey. That is 7,500 units that I can make of carbon monoxide out of you that I would then void in the end, for the most part. Well, at least now I know. Now I do know. Oh, I know why. I know. I think I know exactly why this 165 isn't working. It's because it's 165 and this doesn't define a temperature of steam. It's like generic steam. Don't do anything with this. I can't do this. If I put this steam here, it might work. Nope. There. See? That is working. That works, but not with this electric boiler, which is saying, hey, you produce very specifically 165 degree steam. This is a bug right now that I'm sure will get fixed at some point in Halmod. It can't handle this problem where the steam temperature isn't defined. Because I'm pretty sure that this would take any temperature of steam. Any. To do the liquefier stuff. But you can't go lower than 165. No, you What are the steam temperatures in here? See, that would be a good thing maybe to have listed out. Like what things produce what temperature of steam in Angels. I don't know. I do not know. But what I do know is that we are approaching the end time, and this is a major build to get into sulfuric acid. One that I'm probably not going to start with at 1,000, but we will have 1,000 at some point once I do build it all out. Yeah, I just have to laugh at the 7.5 pipes of carbon monoxide per one sulfuric acid, thanks to if I was processing all of the coke. That is just so much stuff. There's also a lot of mineralized water, which, like, what do you even do with this in not C block? Why would I ever want to convert crystal slurry to mineral sludge? Like, I don't. I don't. Why do I need to do anything involving the Angel's bioprocessing of algae? Like, I probably don't. And there's other ways of getting mineralized water as well. It's like, oh, okay. Sure. There are more dedicated ways of getting the mineral water. But anyway, what have we got done today? Just to wrap it up. Let us wrap things up as stuff is getting made in my mall. Yay! Stuff has been created. And it's getting created here in the mall. And it's a bit faster now that I have access to a bit more iron. A bit more stuff is able to get made now that I have iron in sufficient quantities. More sufficient quantities. Yeah, and actually I have enough gear wheels for everything. So now the limit is steel. Now the limit is steel and the steel production, which I would much rather that be a problem. So over the course of the day today, what I have done is mine everything that I did not mine last time, which was just the Saphirite, basically. We have begun... We started the day by placing train stations at all of the locations where I was planning on doing mining. That was in these locations here. And I set up some initial mining at all of these locations for each of the different types of ore, including a bunch of coal. A bunch of coal. And up here for rubite as well. I ran out of radars, so that's why there's no radar coverage up there right now. Then I also went in and put down fuel stops, designed and placed down the 2 fuel stops in this base, fuel stop 1 and fuel stop 1. The trains will go to the nearest fuel stop when they need fuel. And then we got into the concept of, well, now that we have our ores, it's time to process them. But I am very much lacking in iron right now, so I decided instead of waiting the amount of time it would take to get into the individual ore sorting for iron, for the moment, I'll take what I have been mining on my train network, crush it as I have meant to and have been wanting to crush, by design, normal build, just tack on direct processing of plates from that crushed Saphirite and shove it into my network for my mall. So that's what I did. And then we've ended off with the build for the Jivolite, the crushed Jivolite. That will be essentially copy-pasted for the other 4 of the ore types. Or 5 other ore types. Or 4 other. Bobonium, Stearite, Rubite, and Crotinium are the remaining ones that will need to be crushed at some point. And then I planned, obviously, here at the very end, we have planned out the sulfuric acid build in Hellmod. What sort of a final build I want, we'll see once I get back what I actually end up doing with that. Because this isn't even remotely space efficient in here. It's square, which is nice, but it's not particularly built for space efficiency or any of that nonsense. So I want to do a little bit different of a setup, design something new for essentially this whole process, converting coal to sulfuric acid. Basically, that is what I'm doing here. I am converting coal into sulfuric acid, and all of the byproducts get destroyed completely. I just happen to be siphoning off coke and carbon for my mall right here, for what good that does. And yeah, we'll be doing that when I return. So as a reminder, I will not be streaming for these next 4 stream days, which would be the Sunday the 11th, the Tuesday the 13th, the Thursday the 15th, and the Sunday the 18th of October. I will be out and away and being very, very tired and extremely exhausted from all of the work that I will be doing out in Massachusetts, packing and loading of a moving truck of stuff that we want to bring back down here. And then, of course, once we do get back, unloading of said truck on the Monday, I think the 19th. That's me unloading. So we shall see about streaming again on the 20th. I may be too tired to stream on the 20th. We may have some delay of a day or so that may end up requiring me to do more unloading on the 20th, and in which case, yeah, I'm probably not going to stream on that day either. So ideally, we'll be back on the 20th. And yeah, it'll be great. I have Crastorio going up daily through the entire time that I'm going to be away, plus the entire week, like through Friday of the week I get back. So it's done. I just have to render those videos and upload those videos by the time we leave on Sunday, this Sunday. So yeah, with that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video and you're watching the VODs on YouTube, I would like to remind you to do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. And I will, of course, see you all again eventually when I have returned. I will see you all, hopefully, on the 20th.